Hi, in this lesson, we're going to learn about Google Analytics, the next version called GA4, so that you can measure and grow your courses, your community, and your teacher website. Hi, I'm Angel from Art2 Course Experts, and we help creative online course teachers with their tech. In this lesson, we're going to go over the latest Google Analytics called GA4. We're going to go over what is it, why use it, how to use it, an example, and recap. First of all, what is Google Analytics? It's a new enhanced version of a Google tool that provides statistics for marketing and SEO, search engine optimization. So it's a tool, you use it, and it tells you how many visitors are visiting every single part of your page or your app, and it tells you when they visited, on what computer or device they used, from where in the world were they. Really great information. And it also lets you know as they move through your website or leave your website, it'll let you know what they did and what step and how long they spent at each stage. Why use Google Analytics? Well, since Google and YouTube are the leaders in search, by the way, Google owns YouTube, it's the best way to get information about how people are finding you and what they're doing on your properties. So using Google Analytics, it's going to help you understand where people are coming from, how did they find you, how much time are they spending on your properties, and ultimately, did they go ahead and convert and actually buy any of your services? Like, what did they do on that sales page? What did they do on your blog or community? What did they click? Google Analytics is going to give you all that great information so that you can tweak your business, maybe change your ads, change your SEO, add more content, etc. Google Analytics is going to let you know that. And the GA4 version is the latest and greatest version. So that's what we're going to get into today. If you don't use Google Analytics, you're going to have a hard time making changes. You're not going to know what to change. Only by measuring are you going to be able to know what to change. Let's go into the how-to guide. So first of all, the prior version was called Universal Analytics, codename UA or GA3, but this new version is called GA4, Google Analytics version 4. The main thing is that it really combines the web and the application data. So remember, lots of websites are not only on the desktop, but on mobile. So all that data is now integrated and aligned and combined. The GA4 system uses events and parameters instead of sessions and page views. Before, for years and years, Google Analytics and many other analytics would log when a visitor first visits your website, and it would start a session. That customer would get a cookie, they click around your website, they click around certain pages. Now, everything is about events. What did they do? Where? What did they click? Which page did they watch? Which page did they leave? All these sort of things. So that's the main thing. It's kind of like a new engine. You're going to get a lot of the same data, but it's going to be more insightful. It's going to be across all the different applications and everything that that user does. One of the most important things is the attribution across devices so that you can have a really good view of your customers as they go from mobile to desktop. If a user is on mobile, they're clicking around, they like something, and they're like, wait, I need more. Let me continue on my desktop browser. So they're switching between the mobile browser or the mobile app and the desktop app or the desktop browser or tablet. With Google Analytics, you're going to have a much better view of where they're spending their time and what journey they're taking with your content. Another thing that has been improved with the new Google Analytics is understanding your ad campaigns. Of course, if you're using Google Ads, you might be on a different portal or you might be not using Google Ads and maybe you're using a different ad system. Either way, those ads are being tracked, but the newest Google Analytics gives you the ability to really understand which of those ads are having an impact and better return on investment. Remember, there's all sorts of advanced features behind the scenes, like retargeting, which is once they visit your website and they see an ad, and then maybe later they go to other websites for some number of weeks afterwards, they will potentially see your ads, even though they're on a different property. That's the retargeting feature. So Google Analytics, along with the Google Ads retargeting feature, are going to be very powerful. And the Google Analytics user interface makes that all visible so that you can see how all these pieces are coming together. Google in general is continuing to improve their privacy. So these are the various people in different countries that choose to not accept cookies, or maybe certain data should not be collected about them. So that's happening. And in addition to that, Google Analytics is providing the ability using AI and machine learning to better understand what is happening in certain gaps that maybe Google Analytics didn't collect. So you know that people visited your page and maybe they bought something, or maybe signed up for an email. So Google Analytics is going to help you try to guess for some of those people that have turned off tracking what they did in those middle steps. They visited your site and then these things happen later. What were the exact pages or button clicks? Using AI, you can potentially guess and come up with probabilities. So it's sort of a best of both worlds, where Google's providing additional privacy, but also as a business owner, helping you guess what happened in between those steps when anonymous viewers did come to your business. Another big feature and update with Google Analytics are better visualizations and reporting. So these are all the great charts and flow charts and those kinds of things to let you know what people are doing when they visit your property. A big focus there is engagement. So when people are visiting your course sales page, your community, maybe your coaching page on your website or a webinar, what are they doing? Where are they spending their time? What are they clicking on? Are they on a quiz? Are they eating up all the content in your community, the different rooms? Are they back and forth between these 2 or 3 pages because maybe they're stuck, they're not ready to buy, they're not ready to sign up? Maybe you're asking for a phone number, they don't want to give it to you. What exactly are they doing on your websites? Those are all things that the newest Google Analytics is going to help you see, measure, and then you'll have the ability to make some positive changes for your business. Now let's check out the new Google Analytics user interface. So there's 3 main features here, and I just want to go over each of them. The first is the high-level reports. This is sections where you're going to see how you're acquiring new customers. Are they coming from SEO, from that great blog article that you wrote? Or are they coming from paid ads, or maybe your affiliate program? So where are your customers coming from? And that's the first section, that's the acquisition. And you're going to see where your users and traffic is coming from. Next is engagement. And as we talked about, that's a very important factor. So what are they doing on your properties? Where are they spending their time? Are they spending time doing that main feature? Or for customers that haven't bought your service yet, are they back and forth? Maybe they're on the FAQ page, or maybe they're looking at your client testimonials and they're stuck, they're not ready to commit to buy. And engagement also covers landing pages. When people first arrive to your website, are they on the home page? Are they on the sales page? What are the 2 or 3 steps that move them forward, if any? Or are they zigzagging, or are they back and forth? And maybe you have several types of buttons for buying or learning more, different call to actions. So which ones are actually moving customers through that journey? And then of course, monetization, which is when they're actually buying that service. So they get to that sales page, maybe they get to the pop-up. Did they buy at that point? Or maybe there's something there that they didn't like. Maybe it's not a secure page with HTTPS, or maybe they had a coupon, but then can't find where to enter the coupon. The reporting section also gives you information about your users. Where are they from? What's their technology? Are they on a browser? Are they on Chrome, Firefox, a mobile, a tablet? All these different things so that you can see where your customers are, what languages they speak. So those are some of the many features that you're going to see in the reports section of the new Google Analytics. Next up is exploring. So this is where you can see visualizations of the flows of data as they come in. So you filter by a month, and then you filter maybe on a certain web page. You want to see what is happening. So exploring lets you see a visualization of the flow of users as they come in and what are the next steps. So as an example, maybe you have a quote unquote leak. So 25% of the people that visit a particular page are just leaving. They're not going through. So you're trying to understand what happened. Did those 25% of the people, was it not right for them? Were they looking for something that they didn't find? And how can you change those pages, those buttons? Maybe you only have one call to action, and instead you should have 3 call to actions, one at the top, one at the middle, one at the bottom. So maybe they reached the bottom of the page and they just decided to hit the back button, where alternatively, you could have a 3rd call to action at the bottom of the page. And it's like, oh yeah, I got all my info. And by adding that 3rd call to action, you realize that only 15% of the people are leaving. So those are the kinds of things that you could do with Google Analytics. You can do some A/B testing and then come back next month and look, okay, I did these changes. What's happening to the results? Am I keeping more people on this page? Are they staying longer? Are they going to other pages, but they're not leaving the website? These are all really good things, and you're going to see a lot of that in the Explore features. And finally, you have advertising views. So as we said earlier, Google has Google Ads, they have this retargeting, they have YouTube ads, they have a lot of powerful advertising features. So of course, there's an advertising menu here that lets you see all the statistics on the different parts of the ads, which ads are converting, where are these users coming from, and what are the most common paths to have your users convert. So are they converting from an ad, or are you just monetizing ads? All those kinds of insights you're going to see in your ad section of Google Analytics. If you want to level up, a small thing you could do is get Google Analytics installed. So that way you're not surprised. You can't improve what you don't measure. So start getting that analytics in there, even if you're not ready to measure. Start collecting historical data. Get that information so that when you're ready, you can have a history of data. And then you can say, okay, over the last year, this is what's been going on. I've changed these 1 or 2 pages. I changed the pictures. I changed some text. And I could see that they're already helping. My percentage is going up. Regardless of the number of visitors, how are you converting at each step as visitors are on these different pages? So now you're a lot smarter on Google Analytics. Remember to upgrade if you don't have the latest version. Get those Google Analytics HTML codes in all your different systems, right? In your website, on your course, on your community, on other things like your webinars. Get those little trackers in there so that you can start tracking all the events that your visitors are doing, and then little by little start paying attention What are they doing on mobile? What are they doing on tablet, desktop? You could have a separate report that tracks your important numbers and ideally some notes about some experiments you're doing. Hey, I've tried to redo the sales page. I've tried to change our pricing options. So you have notes about what you did on a particular month, and then you're going to go look at the data and see what's happening, and then look at those visualizations. They're really interesting, and they provide a lot of great information. Even if you just pick one page and see where the people are coming from. Were they from the outside, or were they already clicking around on your website? And then where do they go after? Are majority of the people going to another information page? Or are they just skipping through, or are they just leaving your website? All this information is there. You're going to have all sorts of good numbers that tell you what's going on, as well as pretty pictures that help you understand what is really happening with your visitors. To learn more, check out the info and links in the notes. If you're loving this stuff, subscribe to keep leveling up your creative business. And if you need any tech help with your courses, community, or teacher website, visit www.rtcourseexperts.com. Thanks for hanging out. Let's stay in touch.